A lot of people don't use those 2 extra sideways, and in fact, if you're a web customer or a retail customer, we don't support the use of those 2 extra sideways. But for those of you who just use straight garments and you decided you want to charge extra for larger sizes, then you could use those sideway 2s and sideway 3s. But still can only have up to 18 different 18 sizes in one particular style. So even though it's split up between sideway 1, 2 and 3, you can only have up to 18 sizes over the whole style. The other thing to look at is, you see here you have another price point. You have a price point field here. If we click on it, I can see my local price point, which is my wholesale price point, sitting there. But if I wanted to, I could go in and add other price points and give them different pricing. So I might sell this to David Jones at, say, $50 instead of $60. And I may want to, I have New Zealand customers and I may want to sell them at $70 in New Zealand currency. Setting up those price points behind the scenes is a whole other session, and we'll probably deal with that at another time. Also back here we have instructions, manufacturing instructions. These manufacturing instructions will flow right through to the cutting and making sheets in production. So if you wanted to, you could actually set up different process sets and have them set up. So you might have one, let's see if I've got another one here. So if I had one here called cut make, I could set one up here, and I've got a process, all my processes set up here, and then I could type in instructions, and depending on whether these processes have been set up as a cut or a make type, they will go through to the cutting and making sheets. And if I wanted to, if I had several styles that are just like Moonlight Dress, they might share the same colours and size ranges, etc. I could just click this copy button down the bottom here, and it would ask me for a style number, and I could put in WS2209, for example, and click copy, and you can see now I've got a WS2209 there, and I might call this now not a Moonlight Dress, I might call this a Sunshine Dress. Okay, probably everything is all the same except it's now Sunshine. And down here I might just then go and vary my sell price to make it $50 or whatever, and make all those changes to that style. So it's a really good way of quickly creating styles without too much having to re-enter things from scratch again. The other thing that you can do is you can add photos. See these little controls here against each record? If I click on this control, say this little camera option here, I can click on it and I can then go in and add images to the style. So if I find a photo here somewhere, so I'll go pictures. Oh, so that's me. You can see there if I tick that as a main and a sketch, they will come out. That will come out on your cutting and making sheets as well as any spec sheet. Also, if you guys are web customers, and again I might do a separate seminar for web customers, you would need to tick these web main and visible images. The other thing to note here, it's extremely important to understand that Niche doesn't keep a big database of all of these photos. It simply has a it creates a link to those photos. So if you've got multiple people using garments, then you need to make sure you store those garments on the server somewhere where everybody can access them. Otherwise, when they go to print a report or print a cutting sheet that requires a photo, they won't be able to, because they've all been sitting on your desktop or something like that, which they don't have access to. So make sure that when you link the photos, you link them in from a network drive, and that everybody can access. So that's that, and then you can click exit and save those changes. Over here we have this little delete option. This allows you to delete items from our style list. Again, you can delete styles up to a point. You can delete styles until they're actually they start being used within garments. So I can remove that style there, and you can see that's gone because we haven't started using it anymore.